So things took a turn that we couldn't see coming at all. I absolutely loved everything about this chapter from start to finish, especially the pacing and the flow. This was just a fast-paced chapter. Major events and twists were just happening right after the other that kept me on the edge and so hyped. I mean, you had that large unibeam panel, the panel of Rudo chopping off that guy's arm, then the panels of Maimo getting shot by Mildredder, and finally Engine returning with Goka. Everything just felt like it was building up and it was so hype. Then I got to that slight brief pause, that double page spread with Engine, Mildredder and Goka, and everything seemed chill, everything seemed calm. Just for a second, everything was still. You then go to the last page and see Maimo becoming a god. Wow. What else can I say, brag? Gachiakuta is just peak. Like, this is peak stuff. Maimo becoming a god, yeah, that was not on my bingo card. And honestly, what a bait and switch by Urana Sensei. Like, let's be for real, we all thought we were gonna see two Lily in this chapter. Urana Sensei did such an amazing job of building the story towards that and bamboozling us at the end with something we did not expect or anybody could predict at all. And honestly, it all makes sense now, because since the introduction of Maimo and his lackeys, I always felt like the odds were against them and they weren't a super serious threat. Even though Maimo had tons of people under his control, I still wasn't convinced. Even with the Adware brothers being under his control, I still was not convinced. Plus, things were just never going his way. It always seemed like any move he did was immediately countered by the cleaners. Whether that be Almo still mating him, or Rudo taking off the chokers from the Adware brothers, things always just fell apart for him. He was always at the back end, but with everything leading up to this now, yeah, I can finally genuinely start to take Maimo as a serious threat to the cleaners. It's not even the fact that he might be a god now, it's the whole setup to it, literally. Like, guys, everyone is here. Think back to when you watched Naruto for the first time, and you were at the episode where Obito merged with the Ten Tails. Damn near everyone was on the battlefield, just to convey to you that, oh shit, things are about to get real now. And honestly, we might be fucked. It's the same scenario here. Like, look at Rudo's face. It's a face that has the look of doom and gloom. And I get it. Everyone might be fucked. The vibe I get from this is when we saw Pochito's true form for the very first time in Chainsaw Man. How intimidating and menacing the design was. The two forearms splitting at the elbow of each hand with multiple chainsaws. The pitch black skin, the horns, the intestine wrapped around Pochito's neck. And you just honestly like, what the fuck is this shit, bro? I'm getting the same vibe and reaction when I see Maimo's new form. His body is draped in this long rope that feels less like fabric and more like liquid light dripping down. And then the wings, bro. They're not even wings in the normal sense. They look like jagged blades of energy tearing out of his back. The way he's also positioned too above everyone else, you instantly know that this isn't something normal. Like, it's not a fighter, it's not a boss, this is just a straight up presence. I'm not gonna speculate on what Maimo's new form could be. Obviously, it is biblical, as Maimo was about to turn the original people into apostles, and yeah, that's all the clue you need to know. If he says apostle, then his new form has to tie to something biblical. At this point, I'm just hyped and excited. I'm gonna wait to see what his new form is in the next chapter. But what do y'all think his new form is? Like, what do you think is based off? I heard someone say that it looks like one of the angels from Evangelion. So yeah, maybe it is that. Urana Sensei does love her references. But yeah, I'm honestly waiting for the next chapter to see what this shit is. Something else that happened in this chapter is the cover page. We got a new cover page story. It looks like the kid is in a facility now, and it seems to be much more better and safer than the previous place he was at. I know the general consensus is that this is Engine and we're seeing his backstory, but nah, I don't think so. I'm actually inclined to believe it's probably Maimo at this point, and we're getting a bit of hints of his backstory probably before we get his full flashback. Because I think we're still gonna get his full flashback. As I've maintained, I don't think Maimo is gonna be in the story after this arc, so we're probably gonna get everything about him in this arc. And yeah, boys, we're in the endgame now. Not the endgame of the story, but the endgame of the Doll Festival arc. I mean, to be fair, it was pretty obvious after this chapter that we are in the endgame. Urana Sensei loves to do this thing where we get a huge review at the end of our arc or close to the end of our arc. Like, she always does it for every arc. In the Raider's Trap arc, it was Rudo's first vital instrument being revealed. In the Lady of Pentas arc, it was the reveal of the angel. In the Trash Storm arc, I'll say it was Rudo's new gun, in my opinion, because that was very sick when it was introduced. In the Heritage Mirror arc, it was revealed that times he was the traitor. In the Information Broker arc, it was revealed of Zodiu's Jinky, Mishra. And in the First Job arc, it was Fulo becoming a cleaner and unlocking Alan. To me, though, I think the best one has to be Maimo turning into a god. Like, nobody could see this coming. Like, this was crazy. And yeah, bro, Maimo literally turned into a god. I don't even know what to say. Like, bro, what the hell is Gachiakuta, bro? Like, stuff just be crazy. Some quick fire points are: one, the Hell Guards are actually really cool. They came in like they were friends and just handled everything. I think there was a panel when they were standing above Maimo and they were looking so menacing and so effective. I like, damn, Hell Guards, they were really cool. I ain't gonna lie. Like, W Hell Guards. Also, it just seems like guns are really a part of the story now and they're just gonna be very effective. Like, bruh, they chopped off Maimo's finger, bruh. That stuff was kind of nasty. You'd rather shot his kneecaps. I ain't gonna lie, she's a cold ass sniper. Like, she's a really nice sniper, but bro, she shot his kneecaps. That's kind of crazy. So yeah, I guess guns are just a thing. With the whole stuff with Rio, you'd rather now. Hey, bro, you don't want to get caught lacking in Gachiakuta or you're going to have a long day. Another thing, I'm kind of disappointed by how Zanka and Rio were handled by Maimo's lackeys. Like, those two, they're made of bombs and they kind of handled Zanka and Rio. Yeah, y'all got to step up, bro. Like, y'all can't be allowing the bombs to handle you. Like, you got to do better. But honestly, those are just my thoughts for this Gachiakuta chapter. It's just mostly one thing I can really focus on that happened on this chapter. I don't want to delve too much into anything else, because the next chapter 2 is obviously going to be about Maimo, his farm, and everybody fighting him. So yeah, I'm not going to delve into anything else. I'm just going to focus on what happened in this chapter. I think this was an amazing chapter. This was very hype. The bait and switch, yeah, that's up there. This is very good. Like, Gachiakuta just be cooking. If I had to rate this chapter, I think I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. From the flow of the chapter, the execution, the setup, everything, I think this is a 10 out of 10 chapter. I'm not sure, but this might be the first 10 out of 10 chapter I've given since I've started to do reviews. But what do y'all think about this chapter? Did y'all love it? Of course you love this. Like, at least I think the bare minimum everyone had with this chapter is I liked it. I don't think anyone will hate this chapter. But yep, that's all for me. Love y'all boys. Peace. Like, Gachiakuta just be cooking. If I had to rate this chapter, I think I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10. From the flow of the chapter, the execution, the setup, everything, I think this is a 10 out of 10 chapter. I'm not sure, but this might be the first 10 out of 10 chapter I've given since I've started to do reviews. But what do y'all think about this chapter? Did y'all love it? Of course you love this. Like, at least I think the bare minimum everyone had with this chapter is I liked it. I don't think anyone will hate this chapter. But yep, that's all for me. Love y'all boys. Peace.